Why, hello everybody, it's Joycelina and I'm here with Professor Pete and Gwenzel, and you'll see the magic of them. They've just fixed my little house here. Apparently someone decided to grief me. Hold on, let me respond to them. And then I get beaten up by Professor Pete. I see you, Professor Pete. And they've repaired it all, but someone decided to do a little TNT on me. So there you go. There you go. But no problem. They rolled it back. And now he's getting beaten up by my stuff. So, but this is Gwenzel. She has her own channel. I will see if I can remember to link it. She actually streams. She's fantastic. And I'll try to link to that. I also noticed when I came on that I got a little gift. Hi, Joycelina. Here's a gift from your neighbor, Eon Flare 14. Also, feel free to use my cave spider farm when it is finished. Woohoo! What's we got in here? Look, totems of undying. Look at this. Leads, arrows, ender chests, slime blocks, diamonds. Oh my gosh. Iron blocks. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate this, Eon. This is fantastic. Look at what a day. I'm getting nice gifts. I'm getting my stuff fixed. Oh yeah, all my cows are gone. Oh, look, my cows are gone. And they're back. Yay! Hello, moo cows. They're gonna die eventually. Oh yeah, I guess we should look at other parts to see what they've done. It doesn't look like they've done much. I don't think they knew this was all where my stuff was. Oh, and my secret stash. Is my secret stash still here? Well, they can't take anything out of there. But yes, my secret stash is still there. Yay! And we'll put this back. Stone. Bonk, bonk. And a torch. Bonk. So they're not a viewer. Otherwise, they would have gone for the secret stash. Uh-oh. Guess who hasn't slept? I haven't slept. Incoming! Although I usually sleep. I wonder if it's me or was it Gwenzy. We'll see in a minute. They're scouting me. Let's see if there's anything up here. Nope, this is all done. Got all my stone in here. Yeah. Yeah, otherwise we're good. It was just somebody came by, lit off a TNT, etc., etc. Well, you know, it is what it is. That's what happens sometimes when you're on a server and it's open to everybody. It's the difference between being on this server and being on Frill's server, right? It's just that sometimes you never know who's here. Oh, there. Where'd he go? It tried to kill me. It's here. There it is. Incoming! Can I shoot you? No, you just moved. Yeah, I don't have that kind of aim. Yoo-hoo! Thank you, ma'am. Thank you! Everything else seems okay. And we've got another one. I hear him. There's more. They found me. They found me. Whack. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna whack you. Okay, well, I'm gonna kill these guys. and then we'll get started to actually doing what we're going to do today on this episode. Whoa! Oh, a double hit. Take that. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, wow. There's like a whole nother set of them. The server's going to restart in any second. Where you at? Where you is? Oh, someone's coming to attack me. I don't know where you're at. Aha. 1, 2, 3 more, huh? Well, come at me. Ha. Okay, now that I'm done with dealing with all of that and getting things back in order, just doing some major, just regular maintenance stuff. Got the cows restored. I actually gotten some chickens from across the little river there because I don't have any way of having feathers without them. So anyway, now I can actually take a look at what it is I've done. And I've had a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been on. So I've been mulling this over, and I think one of the things that has struck me is that I think these need to be taller. So I think that was one thing. So I want them taller. And then this skinny one will actually be the bigger one. And I'm going to make that a much bigger, wider tower. So it's going to have a larger diameter on that one than this one. So this one, I want to make it probably a good 5 or 6 blocks at least taller. And then this one will be even taller than that and much wider. So it's going to be much more significant. So I'm going to work on that, and I will bring you back once I have done some of that work. And I'll see if I can also texture some of this this tower as well and have it ready and prepared. So I'm going to work on that while you enjoy the 5 nanoseconds between this clip and the next one. I'll see you then. So I've added about 10, I'd say about 10 blocks, maybe a little, yeah, about that. And I think it makes a difference. I think it is much more the height that I would want it to be. You can tell it is taller than the thinner one. So that gives you an idea how much more I'm going to build, because that one's probably going to be 10 to 15 blocks higher than this one. So that it will be larger. So now this is going to be the smallest of the two, and that one's going to take up more room and just be significantly larger. So I haven't done the detailing. I am going to do a significant amount of detailing for this. So this is just the basics. So that's why you see it's all just either the brick or the cobblestone. And I will go through once everything is done and both towers are done, and it just kind of add to the detail. So with that, I will get busy on the other tower and be back in a bit. Bring you in for a minute so you can get a view of what I'm doing. So I've taken away this very small tower, and you can see the size of this tower is going to be huge. It is 19 blocks across. So the one over here is, I believe, 11. So this is substantially bigger, but I think it does mount this mountain, the width of this mountain better than the smaller one, and it will go probably 10 to 15 blocks higher. So it's not going to feel really tall. It's going to feel probably kind of like a wide but squatty, but it's still going to go pretty high, and I think it'll be a good size. And we still have more houses to build in here, and like I said, I need one more there, but I think it's going to be a better proportion. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like once I'm done, but I wanted to just give you that comparison to where we started and where we're going and what a difference that's going to make. So I will get back to it again, just using basic blocks. So this is not going to be all decorated as of yet, but it will give you an idea of what it is. Well, as you can see, this turned out to be a much more massive tower than the original, and I realized that there's not any detail, so I just have the cobble and the stone, and it looks very ordinary. Need to work on that a little bit. However, I'm dealing with trying to figure out the roof lines. They're not as flat as I like them to be. I think this one I can do a little bit easier. I can just do probably the top layer, flatten that out, and it will somewhat have the look. But you can even see down here, a lot more slabs were used. So I might have to go through. Part of the reason I didn't use slabs is just size-wise, because you need to have a more substantial roof line, but I think adding a few more slabs so it's less bricky will help that look. So I think I'm going to take a look at doing that so that we can lower on this smaller one, lower by at least probably one block. So that very last segment, and have it blend a little bit more. And on this one, I need to have it end sooner, and it just does not have the right look. So I've got to work on the roof lines. Another thing I was thinking is to bring out the stone one more along the top, and then I can bring the roof line down one more and out one, so that it ends up being 2 blocks away from the tower instead of just the 1 block, because I think that's it. It's like you're putting this small little thing on top, and it's just not large enough for how large the tower is going to be. So I am going to work on that. Going to work on trying to figure out the levels in here, like where the different levels are. I think this is going to have more grandiose levels so that they're going to be farther apart. And I may even take out the levels on the inside and try to be more deliberate about where the stairways go and how large they are, so that the windows and all of that work much better. And then once I get that done, I'll come and show you that. We still need to work on details, and I'm trying to think which blocks I want to use for some of that detail. This is a really tall build, so this is taking a little bit more time than I had figured. Especially, I goofed up on one of these edges, and I did it wrong, and I had to completely redo like one side of one of the blocks, which when you have to do it all the way up and down, that can be really tedious. And I died 2 times to the bug where if you're not using scaffolding, but you're trying to go down block by block, as you would normally, as you're digging through, so you're digging down a pillar, and it keeps switching you off, you keep, every time you dig and it moves you, and you have to shift and mine down or else you fall off. Well, I fell off 2 times, so I've died twice, which was kind of a bummer. So that makes it difficult. Wow, from here, that is exactly what I wanted. I wanted something where you're like, wow, that's really big. I need to also work on the inside. Here, I'll bring you in so you can see. I need to work on the inside. Well, I need to light it up more. Where is all my stuff? Here, F1. Thank you. Have that back. Yeah, let's put some lighting up. Having spawning issues, I'm sure. I know I am on the ceilings. I'm going to have to work on that. Figure out how to make my roof line spawn proof. You can see it goes all the way up, and clouds will be coming through that top layer, which I think is interesting. So that will be the cloud room. Goes all the way up. But I'm going to have to work on this. Remember, this used to come out, and I talked about maybe some type of bridge through here, off to the other side. I don't know if I'm going to put that in, but I may create the opening and work on this. I'm going to have to do that at some point, but I need to worry about getting my roof lines, and then I'll worry about how we can make this bottom section look as if it's still the big tunnel that was here. So I may put in some more blocks. I may create that and then create a way to get into the tunnel and up, similar to what we do over there. So there's still quite a bit to be done to get this tower the way I want it to look. Yeah, here's where a lot of my death and dying has occurred. And I get little guys that want to come from that mountain over to meet me and shake my hand, only they do it in a not so nice manner. Sometimes with arrows, sometimes with their undead zombie fleshy hands. So, okay, I'm going to get back to work, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, I wanted to bring you in while I wrapped up these final bits and bobs on this. Oops, this doesn't go there. Bunk. As far as the widening of the roof goes here. And I really think I'm liking how it's turning out. So we are simply just adding a layer of stone underneath here, and then planks out beyond that. And then I'm putting in kind of what would be a corbel of some type underneath. This makes me nervous. There we go. And so that's really the extent of what it is I'm doing. I like to stay on the big block. So it's really simple. Whatever stone is here, I'm just pushing it out by one. And then every other spot in an opposing block, words. Use the words, Joycelina. And then an upside down stairs underneath that. And then just the wood along the stone or stone brick that I've put in. So that's simply it. The hardest part is actually getting to where I need to go. Hello, why can't I go down? Okay, I must be on the appropriate blocks. So yeah, I just have that little piece to go there at the very end, and then we will have done it all the way around. And I can show you what that looks like in just a moment. So I was going to record my outro, and it has been actually a couple of days since I've logged on, and I do the little voting thing. If you're a part of the JV server, you'll know what I mean. You vote for the server, and you get little trinkets, and look what I got. A trident. A trident. I mean, yes, I got voting, and I got diamonds, and I got iron, but I got a trident. I am so excited about that. So, but anyway, so now I'm going to record my outro in a different way than I was going to. Here, let me turn around. Let me turn around. Here we go, and out we go. Where are my sheep? What? What? What have you done? What did you do to all my sheepies? Yeah, turn away in shame. You evil, mean wolf. How are you able to jump up on this? You killed them all. Just how hungry were you? I mean, there was probably like 10 sheep in here. You had to kill them all. You couldn't just have one and have your noms and leave. I don't even know what to say. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do justice. But maybe we'll do a little restorative justice. Do I have any bones on me? I don't. You are going to be stuck in here. I'm telling you, you are stuck until I can make you my friend, and you will repay me by being the guardian of the sheepies, and you don't eat them all. Unbelievable. Well, anyway, so these are my towers. It's what they look like. Do I have a thingy that we can climb it? Do I have any? Here, let's get some scaffolding up. So now this is not done, obviously. We are just I finished a bunch of stuff to figure out how tall and big they are. And this is how tall and big they are. Let's go see. They're a little bit bigger than they were before, wouldn't you think? So, let me see. Did I tell you about the tops of them? So I did this little edge there. You can see along. I think it just kind of helps bulk up the roof line of them both so that this roof actually extends out. Yeah, I showed you, didn't I? I showed you how I actually did that. It's been a couple of days. Folks. I'm trying to think through all these things. But now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty and all the detail. And if I do all that and then try to bring you the episode, it might be like the end of March. So I'm going to sign off. I know this is shorter than it should be. But I'm going to sign off for now because it's just for me, this is all a transition of how I build. And the towers that you saw before was me trying to build big. And this is me sitting back and going, no, Joycelina, it has a different definition of building big. And if I take the time to do it, we can do something pretty darn amazing. So this is just the start of the towers. Obviously, I want to do more through here. I'm going to have to spend more time. And that's my hope, is that for 2020, I will spend more time playing the game. Of course, I've given actually myself more obligations in 2020 than I had in 2019. So we'll see how that happens. But it is my goal to be a little bit more consistent of a player and get more time on when I'm not adulting. I want to play, and I want to play this. And I think that this could end up being a really cool looking area. So trying to think what's in my head and taking the time to put it out and putting it on here. So I'd love your feedback. I'd love to get your thoughts on maybe some ways that you might decorate the large towers. You know, obviously I need to put in the windows. I need to put in different decor along here. I think I've shown you the stash that I did before, and we talked about it when I first got here and wanted to make sure it didn't get obliterated by the folks that were trying to scam me, or not scam me, but destroy my stuff. But I have a bunch of terracotta here, and my hope is to stain that, maybe some green, use the brown, and incorporate these colors into the build as well. So it will still kind of match what is around here, but add some extra texture along here. And eventually we might do some stuff with concrete as well, but get that color scheme going. So I'm going to leave it for there. I've gained some chicken, and I've lost all my sheep. You and me, boy. We are going to have words that will either end in you being my friend or you being my dinner. One of the two. One of the two. Don't even look at those chickens. Don't even look at them. No chickens is for you. Okay, with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a like, would be great. And if you haven't subscribed, do so. But more importantly, if you ring that bell for notifications, you'll find out when I randomly upload another video. And with that, I will say I'll see you next time.